I'm back today with one of my brand new sets from the new annual catalogue, and it's Playful Pets. Now, I am a real dog lover in particular, and I fell in love with this set straight away, and I've done some fussy cutting because even though it shows all these animals from the paper cut out, the framelits that come with it only cut the shapes that are actually in the stamp pad. So anything else you fussy cut yourself, but they are really easy to fussy cut, and I'm not the best fussy cutter. So this is the set I've used, Pampered Pets, and it's got the framelits, and the framelits cut these two little characters and these, and I'm going to do it as a birthday card. It would be my dad's 75th birthday today, and he was a real dog lover, so I'm making this card in his memory. I hope your day is a real treat, and yeah, let's see how I get on. I've also used in a really old stamp set for my sentiment, Sassy Salutations. I love this font. It comes in really handy, especially I think for men's cards and rectangle stitch framelits. And I'm actually going to do a pop and twist card. Now I think I'll just put my light on a second, because guaranteed as soon as I set up my camera the sun goes in. So let me show you what I've done so far. Here's the papers, and I must be honest, the paper pack is lovely, really lovely. So there's cats as well, so I think I'll do something similar for my auntie who's a real cat person. So we got cats, all different cats, all different dogs, and then on the back there's either cat related pictures or dog related pictures, and words then that you would use to describe them. So I've cut my papers ready, so this one is going inside my card, and these words are woof, dig, chase, stretch, scratch, wag, play, and is the back of this one. So I'm going to use those ones on the outside of my card, these ones on the inside. So I'm going to just get my scoreboard in now. So the base of my card is 12 by 6, and I'm scoring it at 6. Okay, so that's my base there. I'm just going to put that to one side, and I've got myself a little template, because even though I've made quite a few of these cards lately, I forget each measurement. So my pop-up panel is 11 by 3 3/4, and I'm now going to score it at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, and 8 1/4. So that's the panel then that pops up. Then for the pop-up mechanism, I've got a piece of card which is 8 inches by 3 1/2. I'll put all these measurements in the description box for you. And on this one, you're going to notch. So you're not going to come all the way down. You're just going to give it a notch at 2 1/4. So I've just done a little tiny notch there. Then 5 3/4. And you're going to score right down the middle at 4 inches. And then flip your card around and do the same on the other side. So once again, we're going to notch at 2 1/4 and 5 3/4. Then turn it so you've got your short side up against your scoring line, the top of your scoreboard, sorry, and you are going to score a 1 3/4. So what you've got in the centre is a cross. Now that's really important, because we're going to score from this corner, this notch mark here, to this notch mark, crossing through the centre point, if that makes sense. I'm going to move my scoreboard, because for this you'll need a ruler. And I think this might be the trickiest point. So you have to make sure you go through that centre point, because that's where the magic happens, okay? So X marks the spot. Press down quite hard, and then do it from the other side. And at this point, if you wear glasses, this is a good time to put them on. So I'm just going to follow my own advice. I've got my glasses right by the side of me. Okay. Now then, this is the bit that caused me the most difficulty the last time I made this card. But I have found a slightly easier way of doing it. So the first thing, I'm going to fold that one down. So you've got that sort of shape. And I'm going to open it up and do the other side. Okay, and I'm going to do it with my scoreboard, my bone folder. Then, as you push, these sides come up. Can you see that? So you've got that sort of shape. Okay, so then you've got it so it looks like a house. And then open the one side on the other side there, so it looks like a circus tent. Okay, so when you first folded it, it looked like this. Take that side over, then turn it over and do the other side. Take that side over and you've got a circus tent. So that is your actual mechanism. That's the magic part. So it looks like that. But when it opens up, you can see then that it flicks everything forward. And that is the bit that caused me the most difficulty the last time. So this is our pop-out panel. So you're going to bring the two end pieces to the middle, like that. This one to the centre as well. And score it. Okay. Then move those two back like that, so you've got like a little stack of it, and then it opens like that. So you've got a valley fold, mountain fold, valley fold. Okay, so it looks like that. Move that onto one side. This is simple. You just fold it over, and I'm actually going to decorate the front of it first. You'll need to decorate all your panels before you put it together, because otherwise there's a little bit of a tinker to do. So my other word of advice, make sure you're checking the direction of the pictures that you've got on your paper. Okay, for some, if it's just dots or lines, it doesn't make a difference. But for this piece that's going on the back, I've got to make sure that they're not upside down. There we go. So my designer paper is just short, I think it's 2/8 short of 6 inches. But like I say, I will put all the measurements on in the description box on my videos. Sorry. Oh, for goodness sake. You can see I haven't made a card video in a while. Oh, let me just, there we go. Okay, so that's the outside done. I'm now going to do the inside, and I've got more of a border on this one. These pieces are actually 5 3/4 squared. That wasn't a design idea. That was a mess up on my part because I didn't have my piece of paper straight. But it's only a piece of paper, you can just change. So once again, I've got to make sure that when you open the card, that's the right way around, because of the words, otherwise it would be upside down. There we go. And once again, I'm using my trusty ATG gun because I absolutely love it. So that is all the designer paper added. Now for the inside, I've got I Hope Your Day is a Real Treat, and I'm going to place this down here because then it's sort of out of the way of all the images that will pop out. There we go. And then for the inside, for the front of the card, I've got two of my rectangular framelets. I've cut them first, then I've embossed this one with like a wall, like a brick image. Okay, you must emboss secondly, because otherwise when you put it back through it'll squash your embossing. So I'm going to stick that towards the top of my card like that, because I've got my sentiment to go down here which says happy birthday. And then to go on the front, I have cut out these two little fellows. Now this one, he'll cut out with a framelit, and I'm adding those on foam pads. But as I say, the little dogs are easy to cut out anyway. Just remember to move the paper, not your scissors. So I keep my scissors fairly still and I sort of move the paper around it, and I struggle a little bit because I'm left-handed, but I was never ever allowed when I was in school to use a left-handed scissors, so I use my right hand to cut out, so it isn't my dominant hand, and if I can do it, anyone can do it. There we go. I'm just taking all these little foam pads off. The new catalogue is absolutely stunning, but this set just in particular stood out to me as soon as I saw it because it's so fun. I thought it'd be nice for children's ones. It would be nice for friends or animal lovers. There's also a lovely sentiment, you know, for somebody who's lost their pet. There's a lovely sentiment for that. So that's the front of my card, and that's that point. Now before I go any further as well, I'm going to use a pencil. I'm going to make a little tiny mark. I must say, purple rulers I find awful difficult to see, and I'm going to make just a little mark in the centre at 3 inches, because that's where the tip of my mechanism will go. So next thing I need to do is I'm going to decorate this folding panel. So I've got these little paw print bits to go inside. It broke my heart a little bit to cut it because I've lost the dogs on the back. I think that's the trouble. That is the good thing, mind, about having 2 pieces of the paper, but sometimes I want 2 packs of the paper. I'm trying to resist, but we all know I've got a bit of a problem with pattern paper. I'm just going to decorate this panel. My other piece of advice, Nikki's top tip, would be not whatever you're going to stick on these panels, I wouldn't add any dimension to them. I've just made a really cute one. It's got a tractor on the front for a little girl who loves tractors and farm animals, and then I put googly eyes on the farm animals, which means it's a really bulky card, so I wouldn't send one of these in the post if I were you. But you will also probably need to make your own envelope for it. And I have been loving my new Making Memories envelope making board, because that's done the trick. So once again, these little panels here are from the rectangular stitch dies. There we go. And another top tip is when we put the mechanism together, check that you have put it the right way around, otherwise your animals will be upside down. So I'm now going to just put all these little creatures across here. This would be a really fab card if you had a friend who was either a vet or a dog groomer. And I say a dog groomer because my mum's little dog Izzy, who was a Westie, went to be groomed yesterday. And I was thinking then, it would have been a perfect card. I think I'll make Mandy one the next time we go, to say thank you, because she is so marvellous with Izzy. Because as cute as Izzy is, she can be a right grump to do anything to her. So I take my hat off to dog groomers. There we go. So that's my little panel. Okay. So bringing in my mechanism again, you need to add some strong tape or glue. I'm going to use my ATG, and up to about 1 1/4 inches from the bottom. So I'm just going to score that, mark that like that. There we go. do then is you go in, can you see these little legs? I'm going to tack this between them, and this is where you need to make sure you've got about the same amount of distance both sides. Is that right? Let me just check. Yeah, that's all. No, there's a bit. Luckily enough, it is quite forgiving. There we go. Okay, so that's the one side done. Now I'm going to put some, and I worked out on this is about 2 strips of double-sided tape. Okay, so then this is where you need to keep checking all the time which way round is going, because you don't want them being upside down. Okay, so now I'm going to line up that with that little mark that I put in the centre there. That was at 3 inches. Can't work out with my cameras. So the tip of my circus tent is going there. Okay, once again a check, and then be quite generous with how much tape or glue you put in without it running over the sides, because this mechanism is going to have a little bit of use. Okay, so just keep it there and fold the card down onto it. Okay, then do the same for the other side. And once again, I'm just going to make sure my tape doesn't go off the edge. Like that. Press it down. And as you can see, as I say, it is a bulky card. It's not going to lie flat. So there's the front. Open it up. And there's the centre. I can, you know, sometimes I can never seem to close them properly. Other times they'll open really easily and close really easily until I decide to do a video. And then it all goes a bit petong. So there we go. So if you're looking for a really cute set for an animal loving friend, Playful Pets is the perfect one for you, because what a treat that is for the person to receive. So thank you so much for joining me. Huge welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm delighted to welcome you all here. It really does make my day when I've got a notification to say that I've got a new subscriber. I think you're all totally bonkers for wanting to listen to me so much, but fair play to all. So take care everyone, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Hwyl fawr.